Hey guys, 681 Shadow, and welcome to my anime review for Yuri on Ice. Now, there's going to be a timestamp on the recording right now, just to know when I'm going to start talking about spoilers, but until then, I'm going to just preface the anime for those of you who haven't seen it yet, and hopefully it can get some of you interested. So, Yuri on Ice is a comedy sports anime, basically of a basically of a 23-year-old ice skater from Japan named Yuri, of course, and he basically is going. He wants to win the gold medal at the Grand Prix finals, which is one of the highest levels of ice skating around the world. So it shows his journey as an ice skater, all of his well, not all of them, but like a good amount of his opponents, his new coach, and just really showing how hard ice skating can be. So if you're into like comedy sports anime, and something that may turn people off is that there's a bit of a same-sex relationship in this anime, but in my personal opinion, it's not like pushing it like ridiculously. Like it's not the main focus of it. The main focus is ice skating, which is really good. So that is all for the preface, so now we will get into the spoilers for this review. So, things that I liked about Yuri on Ice. I really liked, I really liked that the main point of it being ice skating, because personally, I don't hear too much about ice skating, and I feel like a lot of people can agree with that. You don't hear too much about ice skating, and just seeing this ice skating anime, I was like, maybe I should watch this. And plus at the time before I saw episode 1, it had a few episodes out and it was doing really well on like Kiss Anime, on their top animes for the season. And so I decided to start watching it, and it was really interesting to see ice skating, and I feel like I've actually learned a bit about ice skating, which is kind of funny from it. And I just really like how they were able to incorporate such a such an I feel like this, but don't come bashing at me if you're like a figure skater going up. I feel like it's such an underappreciated sport in terms of like getting broadcasted and such, because you don't really hear about ice skating too much, but you hear a lot about like football and basketball and baseball and soccer, just all those sports. So I really liked how it was about a not so mainstream sport, and it was still just a really good series. Another thing I really liked about Yuri on Ice was that the animation was god near perfect. Like I could not find like a single scene that was animated like really oddly or anything. They had like the best animators they possibly could have for this show, and it really came out just super well. Well, super well. I don't know why I said super well, but anyways, it came out really, really well, and it was really good to watch. Which leads me to another thing I really liked, which was I really liked um how they had all the ice skating things coordinated, and plus with with some like references, because I heard, I'm not too sure, I haven't looked into it that much yet, but I heard that this is based off like some real people and things like that, and I just like how this is the all-encompassing. They put everything together, because this anime not only appealed to us anime fans, it also appealed to pro figure skaters and people who figure skated, whether they're still pro or they retired. It appeals to more people than a lot of animes do nowadays, which was just really good. It was really good execution on the creator's part. Yeah, let me just see. Let me just look up who animated Yuri on Ice real quick. But for dislikes, I didn't really I didn't really what is it? I didn't really dislike anything, but but it was very interesting. Okay, so it says networks, it says Sun Television. I'm not gonna look into this too much, but okay, it was produced by Mappa, so I'm not too sure about them, but they did. But it was a really well animated scene. I mean, not scene, series. Ugh. But yeah, for dislikes, I did not dislike anything. Like, sure, the same-sex relationship was weird going in at first, but then just the scene at episode 12, at the end of episode 12, and you guys definitely know what I'm talking about with Yuri and Victor doing the duetto. It was just wow. But for the future of Yuri on Ice, it's hard to say that I can see a future for Yuri on Ice unless they shift the focus to Yuri-O, because it was interesting how they made Yuri on Ice foreshadow not the main character Yuri winning the Grand Prix finals, but it foreshadowed Yuri-O winning the Grand Prix finals, which was pretty interesting. And he won by like 0.12 points above Yuri. So the only way I can really see this continue to like a further up series is like either having Yuri and Victor pursue like couple skating or whatever the two-person skating is called, like with the duetto and things like that. Either them pursuing that, or they switch the main character focus to Yuri-O, and they show his career in the men's singles, and a bunch of his other opponents like JJ and his friend Odebek and things like that. So it's kind of hard to see a future unless they try to do that, but it was definitely very enjoyable. And if to end this off, to give this a rating, I will rate Yuri on Ice a 9.5 out of 10. I feel like everything was great, like the animation stuff was great, but it wasn't like one of those animes that reeled me in enough. Like I saw it on I never did not see any of the episodes other than the finale on the day that they came out. Like I kind of binge watched and stopped, and kind of binge watched and stopped. It wasn't like one of those animes that was really able to reel me in as much. But at the end, it was. But at the end, it was really good. We saw so much character development, like especially with JJ and Yuri. Well, really, just everyone: Yuri, Victor, Yuri-O, JJ, Chris. Like Chris being jealous at that one point in the when he was doing his program. It was just really good. I really did enjoy it. So that is all for my review of Yuri on Ice. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you all next time.